Alright, welcome back. You saw this short the other day posted, and this video is about the nightmare that followed this. This is the cooling fan for the radiator. It comes on when it should. This one melted down, as you heard about in the short, and now let's fix it. You heard the music kicking, right? So I went and I bought another one off of Amazon, because that's what I do. And I got it. See me here? This is cutting out that melted harness. I got to get it out of there, get rid of this junk. And I wanted to make sure that it still fit. Yep, everything's the same. I read papers, I read documents, and I looked at stuff. Yep, it was all wired right. Alright, cut it, splice it out. So, I go crazy. I splice the whole thing because I was like, I just want to make this fan work. Gotta make it work because I'm trying to drive the car after doing the hot retorque and doing all that stuff. So, I get the whole thing splicing out. Guy online, thank you for telling me to check my ground. It is grounded perfectly. I go straight from the relay down to the frame, and I share a bolt with the ground that also goes to the engine, and then there's another ground that goes to the body, all on the same spot, and it's wrenched down real tight. So anyway, ground was good, power was good, everything's good. I think I just got a bad one. So these relays, the fan control relay, I got one that came with the fan, and it worked for, I don't know, a couple 100 miles, 1,000 miles. I washed under the engine hood bay area, and the next time I went out and drove it, I didn't have a cooling fan. So I bought another one, that's this one, that I just smelted to the ground, and then I bought a third one, the one that I'm installing now. And I figured it was just a fluke with a little bit of water. I'll be a little carefuler. I don't know, man. This one, wait till you see. But I install it, took a long time to splice all these wires. I'm so excited because I had to drive my 1-ton truck to work. I sold my commuter because this one was doing so good. I'm a genius like that. But either way, you can see me working super fast to install this, only to find out there's an issue. Are you ready? When you install a fuse, it should not do this. How did that make a sense? That's my fan. And the key is off. Why is my fan on? That doesn't make any sense. Top Street Performance, and they have a colorful one that's red. I haven't even opened it yet. Let me open this thing, maybe. And I'm hoping I can use it instead. It should be just fine. So it'll be red. I'm hoping I can just kind of mount it where the other one was. One of the two screws will work, which will make it through tomorrow. So yeah, I went with this other one from a race company. I figured they're going to sell quality stuff. You can look at it. The other one was plastic and it had the ice cube relays that go on it. This one is 100% sealed with heat sinks on the outside. Looks more waterproof, which was my main issue. And hopefully it's fireproof and doesn't burst into flames on my drive home. So now I am splicing it again. This is a couple days apart because I ordered the Amazon one and then I was at work and thought, just order a fancy one from this company. Did. Got it all spliced in. I'm so proud because it's all the same wires. You have a 12 volt switch. You have 12 volt from the fan to ground there. And then you've got your thermostat one that says it's hot, turn on. And then you have the signal for the AC override. I mean, once you do all that, it's really not that big of a circuit, right? Of course, I read the documents because I'm awesome. And I know I said I was only going to use one hole to mount it and get by for a day, but you and I both know that if I didn't put the second screw, I'd never put the second screw, so I put the second screw. Got it all tightened up, looking good. I like that it's red. Way to go. Replaced the thermocouple because my plugs wouldn't work, and I figured just use the one that came with the kit. Got it all switched out and put a fuse in. And the fan didn't come on. Amazing. But now you see me going, I turned my key on, the AC's on, why isn't my fan on? So now I break out my handy dandy test light and I walk through, and I found power on one side of a splice for the 12 volt switch but not the other. And when you find power on one side and not the other, that means you suck at being an electrician. Success! I did a bad spliciness right there. Now that it's spliced, I think it takes 12 volt power into the little box, and then it looks for a signal for override or temperature. But I didn't have 12 volt switch into the box because I had a bad spliciness. So I just cut the splicey out and I re-spliced it. Now I got to heat shrink it, but I can drive my car to work. Maybe. Possibly. All right, little heat shrink and I'm done. All right, so I got that heat shrink done, tested the fan. Fan's been working. I've been driving this all week and fan's been working perfect, just as I hoped. Hopefully this one lasts a lot longer than a couple hundred or a couple thousand miles. Hopefully you guys like my video. Hopefully you enjoy what you're seeing. We will see you on the next one. You guys have some fun. Man, that car looks good even with the hood up.